Hey everybody, Ron with Nine Fingers Hot Shot Trucking. I think I'm gonna change it back to just Nine Fingers Trucking. I don't think the hot shot works in there, but anyway, it's me again. And today I want to talk about pre-trip and post-trip inspections. But before we get into my thoughts on those and what I'm gonna recommend for you guys, if you've been watching the videos and you like them, you know, obviously everybody else says it, hit like, hit subscribe, leave me a comment. I enjoy the comments, and if anybody ever wants to talk to me, shoot me an email, and you know, I'll give you my number, give you a call or something like that, and I'm happy to spew information at you. Take it all with a grain of salt, because I can definitely be wrong, but you know, anyway, so here we go. Pre-trip and post-trip inspections, the things that for the most part nobody does, right? You pull into a truck stop, how many guys do you see get out and walk around their trucks? A couple, you know, they'll do that, you know, something like that. In the morning, how many do you see doing inspections? Hardly any. Maybe 1 out of 10 trucks, probably 1 out of 20, 1 out of 30. Realistically, the driver wakes up, gets his butt in the seat, fires up the truck and takes off, right? Because that's what they do. That's not a good plan. You know, my opinion is you should do a pre-trip and a post-trip every single day, and it should be sort of thorough, okay? But not like nuts, and I'm going to show you how I do mine. First thing is I do a post-trip, because normally it's in the evening, the lights are on, and it's super simple to hit the flashers, go in, give it a walk around the truck. I'm checking the straps and chains and things like that on a load, and just doing a courtesy once over. Check my tires, because if I happen to have a flat or something like that, or some damage, I can change it the next 10 hours instead of finding it in the morning, things like that. So I think a post trip is really really important. You can catch some stuff. And then the pre-trip is the same thing. You know, get out of the truck, stretch my legs a little bit, and it's pretty much just a walk around. Now, I'm going to tell you this: I do all my own work on my truck, so I know my truck. I know if the steering's getting loose. I can feel it. I'm a mechanic by trade. You know, I was a mechanic by trade. I do oil monitoring, things like that. So I don't always every morning or every night check the oil on my truck, but it's a super simple thing to do, and I probably should. But I know everything on this truck, so that's a little bit beneficial for me. So let's go ahead and let's just do the pre-trip real quick. So first thing I'm doing is I'm, you know, turning on my hazards, okay, and turning on my markers. And I'm gonna go ahead and pop open the hood, okay. Now, I start my pre-trip from here, okay. I'm looking at my truck, I'm walking around, and my demonstration is going to go a lot slower. Now, the first thing you're going to notice is that I put marking paste on the lug nuts. I also have tire pressure monitors. I'll show you that on these things. So I can look at this tire real quick and see there's nothing wrong with it. I can see that all the lug nuts are tight, okay. I don't have to put a torque wrench on these things, because nobody's going to do that, but I can visually see it, and everything's good. Side marker light, cab lights, little blinky light right there, it's functional, okay. Rolling along, again, same thing on the rear. I can come and take a look and see that nothing has moved. I'm checking front light, I'm checking those lights right there, okay. We're rolling along, and you know, making sure that nothing's, you know, loose or whatever like that. Yes, I need to get a chain box for that guy right there, okay. But we're just rolling down the trailer, okay. If I had a load strap, I'd be checking and go, holy shit, that's loose. Well, yeah, it's loose because I'm taking those off. All right, I'm coming down the trailer. All right, got my little blinky light right here, and I'm going to pull out this bad boy, and it's going to tell me that all 8 of my tires are between 84 and 86 psi on my trailer. You guys don't think anybody can see that? I don't know, but anyway, tire pressure monitor, and then we'll just turn that off. So now I know that all my tires are good, air pressure wise, and I come on and I go, yep, that's good. Now, Ron, what about your hubs? You can hardly see that. Well, there's a couple things that I do for my hubs. Mine are oil filled hubs, okay. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look, and I'm going to go, well, there ain't no oil there. And then I'm going to look up here. Well, there ain't no oil there. And yes, I'm looking at the wood, and I'm looking between the tires and things like that. So if there's no oil, it means I'm not losing any because it didn't get slung. And yes, at nighttime or whatever, I will go and throw a light on those. I'll just walk out and just, you know, check them. But I'm not leaking oil because there's no oil all over the place. I know my tire pressures are all good because I have my TPMS. I just rotated these guys and they're all pretty darn good. So, you know, again, basically it's just a walk pass. I got my light working there, got all my lights working there. Okay, license plate lights, everything's working. That's good. Okay, we're coming back up this side and we just do a quick peek. And we do a quick peek and we go, okay, no oil's leaking, little blinky light's working, everything's good. Okay, corner light, light. Okay, no, I didn't check my third brake light. It's kind of hard for me to do. All those lights work, lights, corner lights. Okay, everything's looking good. All right, and then if I want to change or check my oil, I pop open the hood and I pull out that nice dipstick, which I already did, and I would pull it out, wipe it, whatever. So in that walk around, okay, I have checked all my lights. Well, not my headlights. I can walk back and do that real quick. I've checked all my tire pressures with the TPMS. I checked, make sure all the wheels are tight. Okay, I know the brakes are good because, you know, I have brakes. No, I did not crawl under the trailer to see if those brakes were good, but I did that every weekend. I get in there and I take a look, and I you know, at home, so I'm not on a piss covered, you know, parking lot or something like that, and I know it, you know. So how much more do you need? Well, if it's quiet, I take and I pull this guy, okay, and I can hear the pump running because I have electric over hydraulic brakes, and I pop that back in there. Okay, now on a side note on these guys, pull this out and get some spray grease and spray this whole thing. It's a completely open, not waterproof connection in there, and they will fail and rust up and things like that in a few short months, especially in the wintertime. Spray it full of grease and you're not going to have problems. Okay, so what did we check? My breakaway works. Okay, all my lights work, tires, lug nuts, you know, all this stuff has been checked, and it doesn't take that long. And basically it's almost as fast as you can walk around the truck, and then maybe a minute if you got to climb into your hood. So no excuse for not doing pre-trip. You will find things wrong. Same thing with the post-trip. You know, it's that quick. You know, I'm not changing, you know, checking the oil at night because it's, you know, hot. But that's it, guys. Pre-trip and post-trip, just do them. You know, it's super simple. Get out, stretch your legs for a second, and it takes all of about 2 minutes. Now, can you check the tire pressures in 2 minutes? Can you check your lug nuts in 2 minutes if you don't use the marking paste? If you don't have a TPMS system? No, you can't. I think it's well worth the money. Those little tubes of what it's called, Torque Check or something like that. Get them on Amazon. They're like $6 a piece or $8 a piece, and you know, whatever. It's not the cheapest thing in the world, but it just works, and it's so super easy. A TPMS system, you can get them pretty cheap. You can get them not so cheap. I tried running the receiver, and it's just too far away for the trailer, so I have 2 TPMS systems, and I just leave the one back here so it registers all the time. And that's it. All right, I'm gonna stop talking at you and gonna go watch a movie or something. So hit me up if you have any questions, guys. Leave a comment, and as always, thank you. I appreciate it.